Hello, it's been a while since I made my last video on this channel, and the topic that brings me back to this channel is the fact that much loved content creator Hank Green, whose channel has always been kind of sort of a role model for my work online, has been using AI to generate, at the very least, the scripts of his videos. And there has been an instance which has been it's kind of in a limbo as far as public opinion is concerned. Hank Green has said that he was not reading verbatim from an AI script, but some people disagree. And Hank Green himself has posted on a social network that he has becoming too reliant, to use more or less his own words, becoming too reliant on AI. And it is on account of the fact that he has been under a lot of pressure work wise. And that makes complete sense. I am a content creator myself. I know what it is like to be under pressure. I'm not going to say the usual things. I'm not going to say whether Hank Green was right or wrong. You all know my opinion about AI. I am of the absolutely no AI, all caps variety. I think that AI is a deeply exploitative technology, and I think using it is disrespectful to all the people whose work has been scraped by these companies and used without any compensation to the people who have created these technologies, which is not to say that the technology itself is bad. It is to say that the iteration of it that is in front of us at the moment is not something that should be supported by anyone who is sane of mind. However, I also want to talk about the kind of pressure that Hank Green was talking about. Content creation as a grind is something that really begins to get to you after a while. And Hank Green, obviously, being a content creator, one of the OG content creators of the internet, responsible for many wholesome pieces of content, many channels, many initiatives, including initiatives in social work. Hank Green must not be a stranger to any of it. His work involves a constant churning out of content. And therefore, the part about being under pressure constantly is something that makes absolute sense to me. However, this is a good time to examine the kind of temptation that something like AI presents in front of content creators. For someone like Hank Green, who has to make videos constantly on his personal channel, and these videos happen to be things about, they're basically science topics. And he talks about them impromptu. And these are not very highly produced videos or videos with a lot of graphic content. They still feel like a vlog. So Hank Green loses from the get-go the excuse that it takes time to make a video. His videos are basically just vlogs, which I also do. My content is also basically just vlogs. And he can't say to people that this video took a lot of time because I was busy or I was taking time to edit the videos. He doesn't really edit the videos apart from cutting them into shape, which is what I also do. But having this style of video editing creates the additional problem of being without an excuse for why the video took so long, which takes us to the next part. You have an audience that expects regular updates, regular videos. I have had people, I have had channels where I announced to the public, hey guys, this is actually taking a toll on my health, and I'm going to take a couple of weeks break or a month's break or something. And the response I would get from people, not everyone, many people do understand, the response I would get from people is, no, don't go away. Make more videos. Make videos every single day. Make even longer videos. Do 8-hour long live streams. The audience does not understand the kind of toll that content creation takes. And the creator, if the creator is someone like Hank Green has been kind of sort of AI friendly for a while now, and it has bothered me. But what am I going to do if I if I decided to boycott every content creator who was kind of sort of okay with AI? I would lose half my friends. So I can't do that. However, I do think that this incident that has happened where Hank Green has uh, been accused of using AI to script his videos, and he himself says that his reliance on AI has grown a lot. I think this should make a lot of content creators think about or rethink the pressures that they work under. On the one hand, you have a hamster wheel, content creation hamster wheel, that you have to constantly keep powering in order for your audience to continue to watch you. You take a break, you don't publish a video for a month, and your audience goes away. On the other hand, as audience members, maybe it is time people realize that the pressures that their constant demand for content puts on the content creator is something that maybe they can avoid. You have the entirety of YouTube at your disposal. Why is it that you expect a content creator to put out a video every single day for you? It's okay if you watch a single content creator once a week or once a month or whenever the fuck they decide to publish a video. Why do you have to create that sort of a pressure that a content creator can only fill by deceiving you by using AI? And just in case you are not one such audience member, maybe you should say this more vocally. Maybe you should tell your favorite creators to take a break whenever they want to, or to come back whenever they are ready, or that you can wait months for the next video from them. I think an often overlooked aspect of the doomscroll generation is that in addition to watching content all day, people also begin to have like people's expectations. Look at people's expectations. You pick up your phone, you open the app, and a video is already playing. You had to do very little to get to entertainment. The algorithm understands you very well. The content creator caters to the algorithm. And the moment you pick up your phone, you have something ready, playing already, without actually having to type anything or search for anything. And the audience then starts to project their desperate need for content onto every content creator that they know and find online. None of this, of course, is to say that every single audience member is like this. Just to say that the number of such people is significant enough to create that kind of pressure on a content creator's mind. If you come to the part where Hangreen used AI to create content, you essentially find the same conclusion waiting for you. This entire system of an ever active YouTube feed causes the audience to have unhealthy expectations from content creators and causes content creators to have unhealthy relationships with their audience members, which eventually turns into just plain deception. Hey, I'm a content creator, you're expecting something from me that is not humanly possible. There is no way I can do this without relying on AI. Again, I must remind you that I'm talking about a video on a channel like Hangreens, which is a one-person vlog channel. It is always possible for a content creator to start a team, to hire people. It is possible for some people, it is not possible for some people, and some people don't even prefer it. I, for example, do not like to have a team. I want to do everything myself. But I would also like to exist in an online content creation ecosystem that at the very least respects the fact that I'm a fucking human being with needs and a life. This channel is an experiment in that sort of a thing. You will notice that I don't update this channel often because I have consciously made the decision to keep this channel inactive for as long as it needs to be. But I can't do that on my main channel. On my main channel, I have to publish videos, multiple videos every single week. If I don't do that, my audience loses interest, and the next time I publish a video, then the amount of views it gets goes down significantly. While the fight against AI is all well and good, I have made videos about it on this channel as well. You can watch them. The fight against the temptations that have caused AI, the variety of AI tools that content creators are using in order to generate content, the fight against those pressures is also equally necessary, because there is only a certain kind of online environment in which AI tools that help create content could have come to existence. And that environment is at least partly to blame for what is happening. That's all I had to say about this matter. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.